This is a disclaimer. As per normal, we will swear, we will spoil things, and we will ruin your life of anime. No, we technically won't. We'll make it better. But yeah, just be aware that things will be spoiled. We're talking about the new season this week, so especially the first couple of episodes of some new ones. Please switch over later on when we start talking about said things.
Yes, hello, and welcome to the Senpai PP Pickup Podcast. We're just going to run with that. So, also, before I introduce anything, sorry if everything sounds awful, or if things mess up, because Dave is here, but he's using his phone's internet, and he does sort of break up. For me, you won't hear that, but it could cause problems, so you'll have to deal with it, though, because something's wrong with him. Hello, anyway, I'm Jordan of Senpai.co.uk and other things. Joining me today is the slowly dying Dave.
Yeah, welcome. Hello. Sorry if it's a week late. I was actually admitted to hospital a week ago. I'm okay-ish at the moment. More doctor tests next week on Friday, God forbid. So, yeah, apologies for a late episode recording here. So I'm currently away on work and doing it where I'm staying in the hotel. How is everybody? Hopefully good, I guess. Better than me.
They're all dying as well.
Oh, cool.
Everyone was just like, man, we're just going to join you. We really just can't be fucked.
It is a Dave epidemic. So, welcome to episode 23 of the Senpai Podcast. I am Dave, your usual co-host with Jordan, and the owner of www.weebculture.co.uk. I still can't get over how good that website name is. Or how terrible, I'm not entirely certain yet. Our podcast is also hosted there. I can never
remember.
It is .co.uk. Okay. It's also the website our podcast is hosted at, with a now working RSS feed, and also all the episodes individually loaded up on the page for you to go and listen to at your own pleasure.
Implying that anyone gets any pleasure from listening to this.
They do.
Whoa. Yeah. So, I guess we'll start with weekly updates and all that. Yeah, whatevs.
I nearly died.
Mm-hmm. Have you been doing much else, like while you're dying? It sounds like you'd have a lot of free time on your deathbed.
I did. I'll go through mine, because mine's fairly simple. So my army order shipped. I'm not at home, so it hasn't arrived yet anyway. So
has it not arrived, or have you just not got them yourself?
No, it's not arrived, because it didn't ship until fairly late, to be fair.
Fair enough.
So that hasn't arrived. My Golden Time thing has left Tokyo. Basically, I ordered the PS Vita limited edition version of Golden Time because Jordan had it, and I wanted it, and it was available, so I bought it. Because it comes with a Coco figure too, so win-win. And it was the only waifu that we've actually agreed to have like pro dibs each on, so we can kind of both buy things for her, which is good. So he can't get mad at me. He's probably disappointed that I did buy it at any rate, but still, thus is life. I ordered my Nyan type. That has some cool stuff.
One thing I will say quickly is be careful, because the peg on mine did break. And that's the first time that I've ever had anything on a figure break. So,
ow.
Yeah. I mean, like, because one of her legs doesn't like actually sit like properly. Like there's a gap sort of thing. So like, if there's a gap, just leave it. Don't like try and push it, like push a leg down or anything.
Cool. Pro tip there, boys and girls. If you ever order the PS Vita version of Golden Time and you get the figure with the limited edition one, do not break the leg. Do not break a leg. Yes.
When your parents or anyone else says break a leg, kiddo,
think of Coco.
Just don't break a leg.
Yeah. Think of Coco, don't break a leg. That should be a motto. We need to make a t-shirt.
That's a terrible motto, but sure.
It's great. Do it. That's your next commission. Apart from that, I ordered my Nyantai magazine. So that's issue 8, I think I'm on now. 8 or 9.
Side note, I also picked up Nyantai magazine.
Oh my days. Is there any particular reason why you bought this one?
The reason is because I got it through Army, so I can just throw it in with my order.
I don't know why I didn't do that.
Yeah, because I can tell you why. Because it's like it's instantly from the second it goes up tentative. The odds of you actually getting it are like apparent. I don't know how slim, but it's a case of unless you get it right there and then, you probably aren't going to get it. So it's just easier to actually order it. But
okay, fair
I
enough.
prefer doing. If I can do that, I'm just going to go for it because like that price and the fact that it shouldn't for most of my orders really affect it. It's fine. So.
Oh, cool. So what else did I do? I suppose I ordered some bits on eBay, nothing really spectacular, just like some little tiny pieces. And apart from that, I drew Rika from Chunibyo because I was in hospital and I was bored, and it reminds me of how sad I was at the time because every time I look at the picture on the iPhone, it tells you above the picture, like on a little extra bar, like where it was taken. So when I took the picture with my iPhone, it just says North Devon Hospital. So I'm like sad face. But yeah, I was in pain, and it took me like half an hour to draw her, and I was pretty happy with the results. Actually, it came out quite nice. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty short week, to be fair. I mean, with the stuff not arriving, I don't want to really go into what I've ordered because I can't really give a straight up like this is actually really nice because I don't actually know. However, I will say this: the week or the 5 days that I was off and doing nothing, I ordered so much stuff over the next 6 months. It's fucking stupid.
Wow.
I mean, like genuinely, like my orders were overall bordering like 15,000 yen plus at the moment.
It's not too bad. Because the ironic thing is, while you're not working or earning money, you're ordering the most.
I get sick pay. Yeah, it's fine.
I thought so, but it's still kind of like. Well,
it's ironic.
Another side note: some auto figures are released. I think it's on the 7th and 9th. One's Damien's, one's mine. So I get more auto figures. I get my Asbel figure. He gets his whoever the fuck it is from Love Live. I don't know. I really don't care.
Katori. It's either he's gonna.
It's
have
the one
Katori.
with like the orangey hair.
Oh, Maki.
Yeah,
Maki-chan. Yeah, Maki-chan. He likes Maki. I like Nico, so we're cool.
You know who I like?
Code. None of them.
Yeah, they're all shit.
Oh shit! I like that collector's edition. To be fair with you, I really like that collector's edition. The Tails one you put up
of what?
The other day on on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
I was actually a little tempted.
Yeah, you can't though.
No, I know.
Not just because you don't have a PS3, not because you don't have a PS3 or anything, but because pre-orders aren't up. I had to turn on Bandai Namco's Twitter, like so as it alerts my phone, so as I know when it goes up. They haven't announced like a price or a release date, or the release date obviously
that's
is up.
a shame.
They haven't announced where you can get it or the price. It's probably going to be between 80 and 100. I don't care. I'm going to get it because I need the Edna figure. I mean, honestly, I would say you should.
100,000 yen.
No, it's £100. It's a fucking English release, dude.
Oh fuck! I thought when you were like 80 to 100, I was like, what, 80 to 100,000 yen? I'm like,
oh fuck insane. Yeah, I would love that. I'd pay that 4 days. No.
Wow.
I wish I would buy that.
That's funny and disappointing. There's been a lot of
great, though. Go on.
I will admit, the last couple of days when I've been searching Army, because as I think you do as well, we both tend to check like daily if anything comes on Army, because the chances of us getting half the stuff like previously, unless you actually view it that day, is pretty slim. So we've kind of been like, I'll peg that and grab this, or you get things that come back on like back orders that you can possibly get hold of, but like I've like literally next month's order is Nico, and I kid you not, I've got like a mask, I've got a Nico mascot, I've got a Nico glass, I've got a Nico clear file, I've got Nico badge, I've got another Nico glass. I'm like, the fuck is going
on? You need to chill, man.
Too much Nico.
Chill.
I think £35 the next month order is Nico.
Chill.
Nico, no wallet.
Nico, your wallet. like Nick Yo wallet.
Lol. Need to do that.
The
I
top
also
keks have been had today.
my September order's only got 3 items on it, but it's literally like outranks.
That
orders.
is all of my orders. Well, my later ones. I have 2 because I have the To Love Ru Darkness set rather, and then late is 20,000 because it's got my Snafu figure and it's got Damien's some fucking hentai bullshit figure. To be fair, most of my orders are actually so expensive because of fucking Damien.
It's Damien's fault. Just charge him shitloads of money for like stuff.
Oh, I already do. No, I do. I charge.
Oh, are you getting the Yui figure? Then
do you not remember that we both did? When we did a podcast, even I think we both said right, both gonna get it, and then we did.
Yeah.
Right.
That's alright then.
August's fine. I'm by no means gonna order add anything to August. August is like my break, which is 3,400 yen.
See, I don't have a break. It's 11. Hang on, it's 11, 22, 20.
I need
10.
a break, even though I'm not planning on buying anything at Alcon, just because I've already got so much on order anyway. But also because I need to save up and make sure I have enough to get the Zestria Collector's Edition when it comes out. Otherwise, I'm just not going to pay for some of my orders and hope that my account doesn't get cancelled.
You need to pay for Alcon as well.
Oh no, I know. I've got it all figured out. Don't worry. Fun fact: I've actually gotten a surprising number of things to do. The last week or two.
I've got to ask as well. How did you get on with my my picture request?
It's gradually getting there because I've just
cool.
had people fucking even my sister called the other day, and I very rarely speak to my sister. She was like, "Can you do this logo thing for me?" I'm like, "Okay."
It's like maybe.
Sure.
Pay me.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's how it works. It's for a business.
Give me money.
It's for the biznu. Risky biznu.
The biznu.
It's like
risky biznu.
It's where you can't add the final few letters to business.
Yeah, no, that makes
risky
makes
biznu.
Risky biznu.
Is that your weekly up? Your weekly update up? Get it?
Lol. I think so. Hang on a minute. Give me 2 seconds, because right, shipped. I just want to go through and see what I've got actually turning up this month. Okay, so the army order I've got turning up. I'm not going to give any details on exactly how good shit is because I don't have it yet. It's going to be my Yoshino Data Life figure, which I like. I want.
Oh,
now.
This month, as in that shipped.
Yeah,
okay.
that's been sent. So I've got.
I don't know why I emphasised this month because it's now July. So.
Yeah, I know. It's like this month. You've already got your stuff. No, I'm not that lucky. I've got my Hestia card sleeves. I've got my iPhone case. I've got another iPhone case.
Me too.
I
got my Hestia card sleeves.
Yamada-kun card sleeves. I've got my another scarf towel coming.
Which Yamada sleeves did you get?
Odagiri.
Okay.
Yeah, because you like which is the one you like again?
Oh, I got Shiraishi.
Yeah, that was the one. Shirashi. I like Shirashi, but Odagiri is just cool. Shirashi. Like when you go through the manga, I just loved it.
Shirashi.
I got Mitsuki Mofu scarf towel to add to my other 2. I've got the Lyrical Girls movie deck holder box, and I've also got the little plastic deck holder, and I've also got 2 Mother Rosario arc Bushy Road storage boxes, one to keep, one to sell. So if anybody wants to buy one, it'll already be shipped to the UK. Hit me up.
Fun fact, I sold one of my SAO and one of my Fate ones the other day. So
how much?
£10 each.
When I'm ordering more shit in.
To be fair, I haven't sold the other 3 of the SAO ones. I don't know why, I'm just holding on to one of the Fate ones. So
in all fairness, that 20 quid's paid for all of them. So
I know, right?
It's good. So yeah, I got two deck boxes. I've also got I couldn't. Do you know what? I could not, for the love of me, get hold of Rika card sleeves. So I had to go with Dekamori because I wanted something. For
wow.
I do like Dekamori because she's just funny.
Fun fact: the voice actor for Dekamori is the only voice actor that I've ever been able to tell has done 2 characters.
Really?
I'm on about the Japanese voice actor though. specifically.
Oh, okay.
Because
that's-
she was that one chick in Plastic Memories who also ended all the sentences with des. I was like, you sound like that one character who also does that thing.
She's so funny. She's like, oh, hi-oh, des. It's like, really? And I also got the Maria Naruse, Sister New Devil.
Mm-hmm.
Card sleeves. So not really like anything substantial in this month's one, but it's lots of little bits that still came to 16,000 yen shipped. So
Right.
yeah, the July's order's a lot less. It's currently at 11,500. I don't think I'm going to put it up anymore because it should come in at about 12.5 to 13.5, depending on what shipping I go with. Because it's next month's orders. Sorry, this month's orders. I say pretty small. It's still 12 things. It's
Well, we'll leave that for now. Since we do have a large thing to cover, so
we do. It's the big. It's the big episode.
It's the quarterly big episode that we've done like 3 to 4 of. So
yeah, we have. I think after.
Well, I say 2 to 3 of. I mean.
I think after we come back from Olcon and start season 2, that'll actually be the fall one, and that will be a full
that will be
season.
October.
We're in summer.
It'll be October the next one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After Olcon.
Yeah.
So like once we're into season 2.
After, but
yeah. So we'll basically like after Olcon, that will be our full. That will be officially, technically, a full year of stuff. Of anime season releases anyway.
So
because
I'll get on with mine. Should
Yours.
be fine. Okay, we finished those. I think I wrapped those up. Hang on, I have a burp coming. So
burp. Jordan has burp
excuse
coming.
me.
Please.
Do you know what day? Because I think I mentioned Rolling Girls last time rather.
Rolling Girls.
I don't know. I finished Rolling Girls either way.
Yeah.
I also
How was
finished. Surprisingly, I really liked it. It had a sort of Gainaxi style to animation at points, so that was always fun. I was thinking it was just going to be some boring shit, but then, like, in the first episode, all this actiony crap was going on. I was like, oh, okay. So this is why Greg said I should watch it, yeah. I also watched Soul Eater Not, which is not Soul Eater, but it is Soul Eater, so...
Soul Eater Not, I like that.
The dub came out, and they have the same cast for the characters who were there, I believe. So, that was neat. I have the manga, and I read the first 2 volumes, which are the only volumes I have. I'm not sure if they released any more yet, because I remember there was a fair big gap of like no releases for a while when I was reading. So, I got Dancing All Night, best Persona game. Played that for a while. Listened to it while I cleared my room out because I got a display case and it's beautiful. So,
is it more beautiful than your mother?
Yes.
Totally showing her this recording when I get back.
I mean, it's made entirely out of glass, so unlike my mother, it's very fragile.
Your mother's not fragile.
Yeah, I know. You see, there's the compliment. She's not fragile.
She's not beautiful.
She's a strong,
she's not
independent
fragile.
woman who don't need no man. She's not black enough to have that go. I also finished Assassination Classroom, so...
Assassination Classroom? I'm trying to think if I ever watched that.
I know you did. I'm sure that you've watched some of it at least, because I distinctly remember you talking about it, so... You know, guy with the yellow round face thing.
No.
Really? Huh, that's odd.
I think you brought it up and I still went, no.
Honestly, I didn't really care about it until, like... I can't remember. I just remember it got a simuldub because it was 2 seasons ago that it started. It's a 2-core show, which might be why you don't remember it. Maybe you stopped like going with it.
Maybe I just made that's it. Maybe you stopped.
Yeah, but no, it's actually really good because my friend John liked GTO, and everyone kept telling him you should watch this because you like GTO. This is true, and that is also another reason. Also, things ended. Blah blah blah. I'm not going to go too much into that. I watched BlazBlue Ultra Memory, Never been able to get into the BlazBlue games, but that was an okay thing to watch, I guess.
So you enjoyed something out of it anyway?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say I was like super attached to it. I like Noelle, the best girl of the game, I guess. I started Ultimate Otaku Teacher, or Denpa Kyoshi, as it's called in Japanese, which is also
Japanese.
pretty good. Which
I like that.
Japanese. It's not unlike my mangaka pen thing, which I use for inking, which says made in Japan, but also says Japan.
Japongi.
I was like, man, I would really like to visit Japan one of these days.
Do you know what? I'd love the Japan on you.
Please don't. Yeah, a bunch of shows finished. High Bike finished, and it's like next week is the week where we're going to sort of wrap up on what we thought of shows. So I'm not going to go too much into it. But
yeah, because next week is actually the final episode of this season, and I think next week we'll go through like.
I mean, it's mainly going to be like obviously
our season 2 sort of sneak peek, and also it's going to be a wrap up of what we've enjoyed out of the first season that we've done the podcasts.
I mean, I was going to say it was like our recap of this season also quite a bit. So, because sneak peek, I think. It's really hard because in terms of the weakest shows I watched last, like the season just gone, it's between High Bike and Gunslinger.
Yeah, I've dropped Gunslinger at the moment.
Like it was okay. It's like it gets better, but it takes way. Nothing should take that long. That is.
Yeah, I think they were trying to build on too
I'll
much.
clarify what I mean. No show of that many episodes should take that long. Because as someone who enjoyed Hitman Reborn, I can by no means say that. Because that was literally like 20 episodes of character introduction.
Well, the thing is as well, is it's like
it's a 200 episode long show, so it's kind of understandable with Hitman Reborn. But, and then High Bike just... It's like how everyone's like, oh, you love your Moe shit. I'm like, there needs to be more than Moe shit. And honestly, all High Bike really is. It's like, it's pretty. I'll give it that. I don't really care about anything else about it. I don't see why everyone's all like, no, this is like the best show this season. Or it's like, oh, it's in my top 3. I'm like, how? Yeah, it looks pretty, and like it sounds cool, I guess, if you're like classical music. Depending on if you like to hear the same part of said music like 50 times. Yay. I would say it's better than K-On! In the sense of it's actually about music. Other than that, even then I wouldn't know if I'd give it that.
Are you thinking of Euphonium?
Yeah, High Bike.
Yeah.
It's essentially Hibike, but it's High Bike.
Hibike.
Fuck you.
Hibike.
But yeah, other than that, I was keeping up with SEO 2 because not signed up, but it's dubs ongoing. No, I mean, I've been keeping up with it as in the dub for like the last 3 months, dude.
You're shit.
I just don't care enough about SAO to sit down and go through the whole thing. Dude, I never have. It's like. I mean, I thought this was an established track, but yeah. Okay, so other than that, I got my display case. Like I said, I opened a bunch of crap. I got 2 of my Marineko figures, my prize figures. I haven't got the actual like. I think it was like Max Factory one. I haven't got it yet. I don't know. I might have to contact the person and see what's up with that because they shipped it. It was.
Did you ever get that one that the one you paid obscene amounts of money for that was on the proxy?
Dude, I got that ages ago, remember?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep track. It's been a week off, so...
It's in my display case right now. It looks so good.
Everything now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right.
Other than that, not too much. I got a bunch of deck cases. I got those 2 figures, like I said. This month's coming in, I've got an Yan type, Damien's some hentai figure probably, and the Shiraishi card sleeves. Other than that, can't really think of much, but I'm going to kick off the next season thing by talking about something from this season that still hasn't ended. Fucking Kakai, man. Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
What hasn't ended?
Here's the ANN news thing. Blood Blockade Battlefront finale delayed until further notice.
Wow.
It didn't air, I think it was 2 weeks ago. They had the sort of, recap episode. Last week, there was nothing. They did say, oh, well, we're airing it July 4th-5th because timing things or whatever. And then, on the 30th of last month, they said delayed until further notice. And the reason for this is apparently episode 12 will be longer than planned 30-minute time slot. Which is kind of cool and kind of exciting that it's that's something you really don't see very often, you know?
Yeah.
It's a final episode actually being longer is usually it's... I mean, there are episodes that are separate.
I suppose it's good because they must have quite a lot of
OVAs
stuff
and
to tie up.
But it's never you get it at the beginning sometimes. Heaven's Memo Pad had that. Yeah. But at the same time, it's well, maybe you should have split into two. Unless that means it's 45 minutes and not an hour, I guess. Otherwise, it's why not just split up into two? It's a 12 episode, saying, episode 13 should be fair. But apparently, instead of the final episode, a special program of Blood Blockade Battlefront will air on the following stations and dates. So... airing in the place. Sorry, I had to burp again. I have this lemonade instead of a glass of water for God knows what reason. So, yeah, I'm going to refresh this. And, okay, cool. Oh, sick. The first episode's actually out. Cool. Gatchaman Crowd's Insight is out. But,
yes.
Rather than talking about that, we'll actually get into this.
So am I doing my thing again?
Yep, I'll cover a couple just because I want to. So,
of course. So, okay, so I'm gonna... Should we just shortlist it again like we did last time, or do you want to do all of them?
Well, I mean, we're doing all of them either way. It's just ones that we don't find too interesting, we don't have to go too much into.
Yeah.
We don't have to read the full description or anything.
Okay, so the first one on the summer 2015 release chart at the moment is Akagami no Shiryuki Hime. Hime, yeah.
Princess, you motherfucker.
Hime. I know, I'm terrible at the moment.
You should just say Haim.
I'm getting Haim, yeah. Sakura Haim.
Yeah.
So you've got this one's done by Bones. The story's off an original manga, revolves around Shiryuki, a beautiful girl working as a medicine woman who has red hair, which is very rare in a country apparently. When she is proposed and chased after by the prince of her country, she runs away, only to meet Zen, the prince of another country. Finding respect for the young man, she decides to serve at his side as his court doctor. So it's probably going to be mostly bromance shoujo. It's set in the quite an old era of whatever world they're from.
A fantasy world, and it's going to be dramatic. Is that what you're trying to say?
Because
long story short, all I heard was you sort of rewording all the different genres.
Yeah.
It's rather than historical in an older place. Okay, I'm going to do the next one, by the way.
Okay.
Because this is one that... Because I made a list a while ago, because there's that one that's got all the images and all that. And I sort of labelled them.
I know exactly why you want to do it.
Yeah.
I know why you want to do it.
Because here's the thing.
Just like Himagoto.
Here's the thing. This was crossed out, and I wasn't intending to. Because all I was doing was going through, looking at the name, looking at, the sort of genres which a certain thing on there wasn't on there, and then looking at the picture, and I was like, it doesn't really interest me. Rather than actually taking the time to read through descriptions, because we were doing this today. And someone says, wow, you're not going to watch that. And I was like, I'll look at it. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm going to watch that. Fuck yeah, I'm going to watch that. I'll watch that all day every day.
Was it one of those don't judge a book by its cover moments?
Oh, no, because the thing is, all the cover was just a picture of someone's face, close up, and it looked like sort of shoujo boy type thing.
Okay.
It's just oh, look, pretty boys. Okay.
Rack it out.
Okay.
Let's go. Rack it out.
The manga follows high school student Hataru Tachibana, a girl disguised as a boy, and there's a selling point, just right off the bat.
Do you know what I told you him ago?
No, not even that. Just just straight up, that's just a thing that I like. Also, it's the other way around with Himagoto.
I know, but still, same principle.
Girl disguised as a boy is just 10 out of 10, always. But yeah, like Naoto and Seishiro and every other person. I only mentioned those two because you can easily do those. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Through strange circumstances, she finds herself drawn into the world of survival games by her host, Masamune Matsuka. Sorry, I was rewatching Kill la Kill earlier, so Matsuka. The two former team with Ero manga artist Toru Yukimura. Why did I mess that up? Because here's the thing. Because I'm going to finish it before I go into it. And aim to be the best in Japan. The thing is, because there's another anime dash
hang on,
bunch
can
of...
I stop you? Just for a second.
Okay.
If you actually read it properly, it says an aim to be the best in Japan. So you actually corrected that fuck up that they made. You managed to fuck everything else up.
Beautiful. But no, because the reason I messed that up is because there's a show dash game dash lots of other things called Sengoku Bazaar, and basically there's a character in there called Yukimura, which is based off of an actual sort of historical figure and all that. But it's just like there's this one scene which is just like the sort of chief person shouting Yukimura, and then Yukimura retaliating with your lordship, and it just goes back and forth over and over again. I was like, okay, it can't be Yukimura, so let's fucking flip it over. Don't know why.
Yakimaru.
Yeah, Yukimaru. Like, Yukimaru! Bro!
Oh, wow. So, what I'm assuming the main selling point for that is because it's
Gender
a
bender.
chick dressed as a guy.
Of course, 10 out of 10 always.
Okay, fine.
Shonen slice of life comedy action.
That's actually already out. Episode 2 is...
It is already out. I already have it downloaded. I haven't gotten the chance to watch it because I was waiting for Kakai until I found the arc, and I was like, well, Dave's going to be here soon, so fuck it.
May as well. I know.
I'll just wait.
So next up, we've got Aquarian Logos. I'm assuming it's Logos.
Oh, Aquarion.
Logos. Yeah.
Yeah, no, someone I know.
This one's done by Satellite, and all it says is it's a new anime in the Aquarian series.
Yep.
Aquarion
is like
Aquarion
a fairly
was a previous
thing, so.
thing. Not that I am aware of it, so
I'm aware of it. I don't know anything about it, but moving on, I guess.
This one looks good to me. I like this one, and if you look at the picture, Jordan, you can probably tell why on the right hand side. It's got a cat girl. She's got fucking ears. I'm sold. This is called Chaos Dragon.
I like how you said she's got ears. I'm sold. No real clarification. Just girls, if you have ears, Dave's really into you.
Damn straight, because you can listen to me all day. This is done by Silverlink. The story takes place in the sparkling era, year 3015, where the great nations Donatia and Quran. See, if they just had it as like the nation's Bible and Quran, that would have just been it. Divide the world in the Cold War as they fight for supremacy. In the middle of this standoff is an island country in Nil Kamui, which has lost its independence. It's a fight fantasy. I'm assuming it's probably going to be mostly like magical fights and blazing swords and possibly dragons by the title. It looks good. The artwork is quite... I'm trying to figure out a way of describing the kind of art that depicts this. It's really vibrant.
Because to be honest, it's like you say vibrant, but it does just look like most animes. Just baseline, apart, like excluding what's going on in the background, it does look like basically your regular sort of modern day type of
that's better. Yeah, more very up to date. Very. I suppose the colours as well are quite bright.
Yeah. I've got the next one because I've also seen the first episode of this not too long ago. So.
I know. I was about to start watching it, and then you called me.
Well, I mean, you did say 8 o'clock, and it was 8 o'clock.
I know. So shut up. Yep. Take it. Fine. Fuck you.
Okay. So next up is Charlotte, the newest thing by basically Key. Fun fact: there's a sign in it that says Key Coffee. Just like I'm pretty sure there is a lot of things. As in Key, as in the actual logo for Key.
Oh, so like Key Coffee Sensei.
I don't know, just Key Coffee. It's by PA Works, like a lot of their stuff, I guess.
Power Works.
Yeah. Power Worker. Poor orcs.
Poor orcs work for Power Works.
Yep. The story centers around the special abilities that occur among a small percentage of boys and girls in puberty. You, as in you, Otasaka, uses his power without others knowing and lives a fairly normal, average school life. Before him suddenly appears... I thought I was going to say, before he suddenly appears. No. Before him suddenly appears a girl. Now Tamori. Due to his meeting with her, the fate of special power users will be exposed. Yeah. Fun, honestly, in terms of key protagonists, I'm gonna say this guy's my favorite because he's such a fucking scumbag. I love him.
Is he a proper dick?
I'm assuming he's gonna get better, and that kind of sucks. But he's like, okay. Do you mind if I go into a bit of it?
Yeah, sure, go.
Okay.
I'm
Slight spoilers.
Anyway.
It's episode 1 though, so. And also, if you haven't seen it by the time this is out, obviously you don't care enough.
Yeah, skip forward about 2 minutes.
Yeah. Basically, the thing is, his power is for 5 seconds. He can, if he's looking at someone, he can like basically control them, like sort of body swap, not body swap, but his soul can enter their body essentially for 5 seconds. In that time, his body's just limp and essentially dead. And it's limited to 5 seconds. So what he basically does is he's like, I want to get into a good school. Rather than studying, what he does is near the very end of exams, he will swap bodies by looking around at everyone in the class and just taking their answers. So he looks at them, inhabits their body, copies their answers, and jots it down, and it's great. He also goes around and it's like, oh, this guy's pissing me off, like, this group of thugs is kind of pissing me off. Swaps, goes into one of their bodies, punches one of them, then he's out in 5 seconds, so then everyone else is beating the dude who just beat the guy.
That's actually brilliant. I need to watch this.
It's really fucking... He's such a scumbag, but I love him. So good. And then later on, he's like, I really like this chick. So what he does is he's like, here's the perfect opportunity. There's a sleepy driver in that truck. She's standing at the crossing and she's with a friend. What he does is he inhabits her friend's body, gets her to run off, inhabits the driver and makes him swerve into her, and then he dives in and saves her. Just so as he can... Like, such a fucking scumbag. Someone could have died, but it's like, I just...
That's
he also
brilliant.
has a
Talk
sort
about
of sort of psychotic laugh. It's amazing. I love it. 10 out of 10. Charlotte actually has no information in terms of genres for some reason, but definitely check it out because obviously
Cool.
it's like a
Sounds
key
like my
thing.
kind of thing, and it's nice. It's nice to see like the main protagonist just being a dick.
I know, it's so good. It's like, I like key shows and stuff, but it's like sometimes the protagonist is so-so. It's like there's never really been like a total scumbag in any of the key shows I've seen, or many shows I've seen, but I fucking love it. He's a cocky little scumbag and I love it. It's 10 out of 10.
Well, this will be interesting. It's nice to see something like this.
He'll
instead
probably
of like
change, to be honest. So
he'll probably still be a dick, but he'll be like
he'll gradually
you know,
his character will gradually develop and he'll stop being such a dick. But that's probably what.
I hope he still stays like a massive dick.
I
you know what I mean.
A man can dream, basically.
Mm-hmm. So our
here's
next
one you've
up is-
seen. So
I have. I watched this one. I've enjoyed it so far. Episode 1. It's not a lot's happened, but like the I'm kind of just going to ruin basically Classroom Crisis. If you haven't seen episode 1, just skip quickly because I'm going to give you the ending of episode 1. It just made me chuckle because I think it's going to turn out to be quite good because this chick, she goes over to rescue this transfer student, and when she gets there, he's like basically like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, you know, like massive, like, you know that evil face. He's just like, seriously, why are you here? And that's basically what I'm going to tell you, because it's actually listed as a comedy romance. So how that's going to work? Pass. No idea. It's done by Lejuice, or Leduce, whichever.
Leduce.
Yeah. Leduce. There you go. It's a romantic comedy set in a near-futuristic world about the troubles and tribulations of high schoolers on salary, with aims to one day reach out into the stars. Humanity has colonized all the planets of the solar system. This story of young high school hopefuls is set in 4th Tokyo, in a Japanese Martian prefecture. Irish Shirasaki is a third-year student, aspiring test pilot, and Mizuki Sera is her peer mechanic, and Mizuki's brother Kaito is their homeroom teacher and the young director of the program developing their talents. There's not actually a lot there to give it away, like who she loves or what, like or whatever. But so far it looks quite good. The animation's nice. Apart from, if you look in episode 1, there's one scene where it does look like it's like where the spaceship's flying through space, and I swear to God, if you pause it and look at the frame, it is literally a quick sketch. I kid you fucking not. They didn't even do the pencil lines properly for the engine.
Oh well. That could be stylistic.
It was like old school. It's like they just cut the picture out and held it up and made the background move. It's like it looks like that. It's hilarious. The rest of it's fine. But I was like, I paused. It was pure luck. I literally paused it while I was rolling a cigarette, and I looked it over and I was like, the lines aren't even joined. I'm like, the fuck. It's a bit. It just made me chuckle. Dragon Ball Z I don't care about, so fuck Dragon Ball Z basically.
Yep, more Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, okay, so here you go. I'll make it super quick. Dragon Ball Z's back out of a new story since GT. Done. Have fun.
Yep.
The Earth has become peaceful once again. We all know it's going to go tits up.
Yep. It's more Dragon Ball Z. You know what's up. If you're into Dragon Ball Z, you're probably super hype. So.
Yep.
Whatever.
Because, another Super Saiyan level. Next one up is Do Ra 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 times 2. 10. It's done by Studio Shuka. It's the second season, basically.
It's the second season. It's the second part of the second season. So that's cool. I'll be watching that when it's dubbed, and then because with these ones we can just move on like quickly. So
yeah, because they're like double seasons.
But, I mean, we can do the same with the next one, but I mean, you're probably going to want to gush a little.
Fuck you. I am. As you all know, I'm a big fan of Ilya and Fate Collide, so I am quite stoked to let you know that Ilya Zwei Hurts. This is the second half of the Zwei manga. So this is the basically season 2. Episode 1 releases in 19 days, and again this one's done by Silverlink. So another one for their belt, and also one I will be looking for very, very much. It's going to be good. The next one we've got is Gakko Gurashai. It's done by Lurch.
Gurashi.
Or Lurchy.
Sure.
Lachey. I'm going to go with Lachey. It sounds cooler. This one is a school-based one, supernatural apparently. The story revolves around 4 girls who decide to stay over at school. The energetic Yuki Takaya and the shovel-loving Rumi. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but she is holding a pink and white shovel. Okay. Takes all sorts, I guess. Who brings... in the centre of the group, Ruri, who brings everyone together, and Magoo, the spacey school advisor. However, through mysterious circumstances, the girls find themselves in the final survivors in a zombie attack and continue to live at the school. I'm going to watch that because it's got moe chicks and zombies and a shovel.
I'm going to watch it because it was a maybe, so I'm probably going to if I can access if anyone's got it easily accessed, I guess.
Yeah, it does look good, and
I don't care much for the zombies, but
it's got twin tails.
Okay.
So there you go. You can have that one.
It's got a chick with a cat ear hat. So, hey.
Cat ears. So next up we've got Gangster. It's done by Manglobe. I'm not even going to make any comments regarding that name. In the city.
Oh, can I just interrupt here for a second to bring up something on Ami that you'll love. There is a manufacturer that has made one thing, and I'm going to find that one thing. Here it is. Do you want to know the name of the manufacturer?
What?
Fullcock.
So there's Manglobe and Fullcock. I like it.
Fullcock. Look at it. Fucking Fullcock.
Fullcock. That is genius.
That's a company name if I've ever heard one.
You imagine the website. Somebody sees you order.
Imagine the logo. It's 10 out of 10.
I know. The figure's quite cool as well.
It's not too bad.
But it looks really
okay,
hot.
I
was going to say it looks really old style.
For a second I thought you said it looks really hot, and I was like, excuse me? That looks like
Jordan.
a 10-year-old. I mean, I know you're into lollies, Dave, but...
No, not like. Anyway, moving on, because we do have quite a fair bit to cover this month, actually. This one, Gangster, it's in the city of Ergastulum, a shady villa filled with made men and petty thieves, whores on the make and cops on the take. There are some deeds too dirty for even its jaded inhabitants to touch. Enter the handyman, Nick and Warwick, who take care of all the jobs no one else will handle, until the day when a cop they know on the force requests their help in taking down a new gang muscling on the territory of a top mafia family. Seems like business and mayhem as usual, but the handymen are about to find out this job is a lot more than they bargained for. This one just seems like your typical drama, action drama. One the artwork style sort of reminds me of a slightly more detailed version of GTO. If that makes sense.
A lot of people
gives me that feel.
A lot of people have a lot of good to say about it. Personally, I was asked someone can I have screenshots on a scale of 1 to 10? How rad is it? Otherwise, I'm not interested. Because the concept of it's it's something that could be super rad, and they're not telling me if it's super rad. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's not super rad. Given this image here, I'm going to say I'm not really interested because the art style really does mean a lot to me. Way too much, but I'll cover the next one because it's something I've seen the first season of anyway, and I'm somewhat excited, so. Because I was surprised by the first Gatchaman crowds, and this is Gatchaman crowds Insight. Fun fact, Gatchaman has been around for fucking forever.
It has.
I remember pretty sure we talked about this forever ago in a podcast where we were just looking at the
did.
TVCs. It's a sci-fi show by Some Guy Productions. Tatsunoko.
Are you just not pronouncing Japanese names anymore because you're doing so horrible at it today?
I know. I try to rush things too much, man.
You know what?
But you know what, Dave? We want to know about ourselves, about the fact that there is no society in our country, about society and people living in different worlds.
This is good.
Feeling and reason. What is critical is thinking, not worrying. Modern people are too fast. We breathe shallow and quick. We are terrible at being slow and deep. Sorry, I had to say it like that just because it flowed so well.
It's funny.
Also,
it floats.
Yeah,
I'm
excited. I would actually really recommend checking out the first Gatchaman because not Gatchaman crowds specifically because it's not old as shit. It also has a dub, which is how I watched it, which is why I'm so with this. I wonder if this will get a simul dub. Kind of cute. The question. I think Sentai licensed it, so that's very unlikely. Unless Funimation licenses the second season, in which case that'd be weird, but cool. You've seen the first episode of the next one. I will say one thing. Well, I'll say it after, I guess. So, and then I'll do the one after it because as someone who's played it, I can talk.
Yeah, you're a big one for this next one as well.
Dude, there's something I fucking saw. There was a trailer. I'll get into that more. But I
watched the trailer. I was sick.
No, there is something else that isn't the anime. It's something about the game that I was just like, oh, that's so fucking awesome.
Yeah, I've
probably
seen the
not going to get it here.
It looks sick.
No, I've played the first one. I own the first one twice, but I really want to.
So anyway, let's carry on with this next one so you can get to your one quicker.
I still need to talk about this one too, slightly.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Right, basically, this one's called Gate. That's all you really need to know about the name.
That's how it's listed on Horrible Subs. So
yeah,
all caps. It's all fucking caps.
It's all caps.
Gate.
Yeah. Gate. It is done by A1 Pictures, who also done Gunslinger. So
and a lot of other things. A lot of other things. I'm pretty sure they also did Railgun.
They did well. Actually, A1 Pictures did
a lot. Trust me.
They done tons. They done the old Noah Zero. They done SAO 2. They done Your Line April. So they've got a lot of good names against them, but also a few maybe. They also done Vivid Red Operations. So they've got my vote. And they're also the one. A1 Pictures are basically the ones that have the production for Sword Art. So they win on my account. Wow. Either way, they're a pretty big company.
Really, Your Line April is probably the biggest one in terms of actual good animation, I guess. But Keyword
Your
biggest.
Line April was really,
They did
really
already
good. They also
make
done a lot of the Persona stuff as well. They done Trinity.
I guess
Soul.
I was... Yeah, I was going to say... Ooh, Valkyria Chronicles. The anime of that I have not yet seen, but... Okay, I
so
guess I got it wrong.
they've done quite a lot.
I was going to say, I guess I got it wrong with who did. I want to know who did Railgun. You go ahead and read while I look it up.
Railgun, I think, was JC Staff.
Yeah,
it
I
was.
think... Yeah, pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Typed in
Railgun's JC
Railgun
Staff.
and it's an actual Railgun, so I don't know why the fuck I did that.
Karma does
I
not
wonder
like
how
you
many
today.
pages I have to go through.
I know. So anyway, Gate. The military fantasy series begins with when a gate appears in Tokyo's Ginza district sometime in the 21st century. So basically modern day
Third
Tokyo,
page.
and a big. It's a base. It looks like a temple. From the gate pours out monsters, knights from middle-aged Europe, and other fantasy-like beings. Basically orcs and shit, stuff like that. Not actual like pork poo with spears. And
So,
they kill many
quote,
of the
typical
citizens
Western
of
fantasy
Tokyo.
stuff.
Yep, I know. And they kill many of the citizens of Tokyo. This event is known as the Ginza Incident. Well, it's not going to be called the fucking Roppongi Incident, is it? The government sends a small group of soldiers from the Japanese Self-Defense Force. It actually sends the majority of the Self-Defense Force, which is a replacement for Japan's military, to the alternate world beyond the gate, led by the otaku soldier Yuji. They find that the villages in the world are being attacked by a dragon. An elf girl who is a survivor from the dragon's rampage joins the group in their travels across the dangerous new world. It's actually, after the first episode, it's fantastic. I really loved it because it got started so quickly and they managed to cram quite a lot of... You know when you've got like when you watch an episode and they loads of little strings, you want to talk, you're like, what the fuck's this? What happened? Who, the questions. And first episode, it's made me want to watch the next one. So sold on this one. Seriously, if you really, it's fantasy, it's military.
Question.
It's basically go.
How heavy Western is the fantasy?
Not really that bad. It's just basically it's
Because
the
I'm hearing
Japanese-
elves and orcs, and that is like the heaviest shit that I hate in Western fantasy.
Well, there's elves, there's orcs, there's a girl with cat ears, there's dragons. It's basically like old, say, medieval knights fighting the Japanese guys who have tanks and APCs. It's brilliant. Seriously, you've got to watch it. It looks amazing, and it's so fun.
Honestly,
really
I'll
well
probably
done.
pick it up
Try
just
it.
because I already have 15 shows anyway, so I might as well just
Yeah.
add one more or whatever. But at the same
Just
time,
do it.
it's
Just do it.
so.
Please, just do it.
Well, let's come back. Okay, guess it's time for me to fuck up big time because this is a fairly longer one than all the others. This is God Eater, which, for those of you who don't know, was a game released in English, I believe around 2010-ish. Kind of want to check that because I want to be that cool guy. God Eater Burst. We didn't get the original. We got the cool one with all the extra content. Nailed it. Fucking 2010 release date. Fuck yeah. I say that, but that's a Japanese release. It's 2011 for us.
Lol.
Close enough. The Far East 2071. The domain of the mad gods. I try to scroll, but it scrolls too much. In the early 2050s, unknown lifeforms called oracle cells begin their uncontrolled consumption of all life on Earth. Their ravenous appetite and remarkable adaptability earn them first dread, then awe, and then finally the name Origami. Not origami. Don't be mistaken with paper cranes and stuff. Like I was, for God knows what reason, when I first played it, like the dumb 16-year-old I was, I guess. In the face of an enemy completely immune, the fuck? Face of an enemy completely like a little babby, completely immune to conventional weapons, urban civilization collapses, and each day humanity is driven further and further towards extinction. One single ray of hope remains for humanity. Following the development of God Arcs, living weapons which incorporate oracle cells, their wielders are organized into an elite force. In a world ravaged by mad gods, these God Eaters fight a desperate war.
I do like the watch. I watched the trailer. I will suggest to anybody who hasn't played the game, maybe go and try and get hold of it and play it because it does look genuinely cool. The new game that's coming out is going to come out in Japan at the moment, I think. So,
whether
we get it.
Like, what are you on about? Which one?
The new one, the one that's
Resurrection
literally on trailer
or whatever
at the moment.
it was.
Yeah.
Because no, that's what I saw, and as someone who played the first one, I was like, oh, like so fucking rad. Like, because you can only consume in that game, you can only consume in like one or two ways, and it's like the same way. It's like, oh, you hold it down, you charge it, but you're standing totally still, you sort of spin. Whereas in that one, you can do it in the sky, you can slide down, have fucking scythers and shit. And I was like, oh, that's so sick. It just built upon the sort of mechanics and stuff of the second, which I still wish we'd get, but I don't know how well it's sold, to be honest. But I do remember playing.
It's done pretty well.
I mean
the
over here.
Franchise as a whole.
I mean over here.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because obviously in Japan it's doing well enough. Because it's very Monster Hunter type of deal with like, oh, you go and slay monsters and you get materials from them and you can make weapons and stuff. The reason, because I don't really like Monster Hunter because of like the way that it works whenever I played it, and the fact that it takes so long to like defeat enemies and stuff, and it's really the same with this, except you can actually lock on, which was nice. At least in Freedom Unite, the Monster Hunter game I played, you couldn't lock on. So, but no, really excited. The one thing, like the art style is very different, and I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it.
It is a little bit different.
It's very sort of painting like. Like
yeah,
straight up, it's very
CGI.
cel shaded.
Yeah.
More than anything, and it does look like an oil painting, and it's by Ufotable, so you know how that goes with them. Yeah.
So we'll see. Okay, so up next we got Himoto or Himauto, Umara-chan or Umaru-chan. Sorry, it's done by Dogakobo, another great name. It's an anime adaptation of basically the same thing, but a manga. Sibling gag comedy manga centers around Umaru, Taihai's. Is that technically Taihai's or Taihei's? Taihei. Okay, Taihei's little sister who boasts beautiful looks as well as prowess in both school and sports. However, Himauto, beautiful little sister, has a certain secret. She has the bra. I don't know. Honestly, it doesn't look. I probably watch it because I normally end up with nothing to watch before the next season.
Honestly, if it's a shorter show, I'll probably watch it. It seems like the sort of thing. No, they separate them, don't they? Yeah, no, they don't.
Yeah.
Do they? Yeah, TV short. Well, we got to go through TV short too. So, hooray!
Next one up is Jitsu wa Watashi wa TMS Entertainment.
Jitsu wa Watashi wa.
I know
something about them.
It's a romantic comedy that centers around It
looks like
Asahi Kuromine, I don't know, who has a crush on a cute girl named Yoko Shirogami. Shirogami just happens to be a vampire. Oh, there we go, vampire film. But he is determined to keep Shirogami's secret. Oh, Asahi. How would you pronounce that name? Asahi. Okay, Asahi cannot keep her secret, but he is determined to keep Shirogami's secret anyways.
I like how me correcting you always goes well, but whenever it's me doing it myself,
it just goes
just terrible. Just a fucking wreck. It's great.
I'll probably watch that because I quite like the look of the. I think the artwork looks cool.
Okay, I heavily disagree because the chick with green hair, just her face is just 0 out of 10. What the fuck is that?
I know
her face is too big. Just to put it bluntly.
I know. I think it's the front hair that's too big.
No, it is the face. Like the eyes and the mouth take up way too much of the facial space.
Maybe they just didn't want to draw too much face. Or they wanted to draw too much.
I was going to say they did. I don't know what you mean by don't.
That's probably it. So okay, up next we
Should
got.
I might do this one. This is also a maybe for me. So I would like to read it myself.
But it's got a cute girly on the front.
That is the reason why.
Fine, but I'm taking the three that are below it, which is done by.
Go for it. Honestly, I can the one directly below. I'll take the one on the left because that's also one I'm kind of looking forward to. Shh. Don't spoil it.
Okay.
Right. You can read the one on the right of it though, which I know you want to do.
I'm going to.
I know you want to. I know you want to do monsters. Jokomachi, yeah. Jokomachi no Dandelion. For fuck's sake, don't add in English words! Dandelion. Is how it's probably... Fuck you. Fuck you, production ims. Ims.
Nice. Hello, Jordan. It's like, hello, I'm Jordan. I'm from England, but I speak English.
I'm trying to pronounce Japanese words, so I go to that mode, and then it just fucking throws English words like, fuck you. Kinoro Mosaic for days. I still need to watch how long, but I'll be watching that when Ben comes over, because that's how we did the first season, so. Anyway. In this story, the everyday lives of the 9 superpowered siblings of the royal family are monitored by more than 200 surveillance cameras. That's a lot of surveillance cameras. And broadcast nationwide. That sounds like that one show on TV that I don't know anything about. Oh well. The people of the nation who are watching the broadcast will have the ability to elect the next monarch. The story focuses on Akane, the 3rd oldest sister, who can manipulate gravity. I was trying to think of a song. I can't think of songs to go with it. She is shy and desperately does not want to be caught on camera. Sounds like me. Sounds like me when I was a lot younger. How I would literally just dive out of the way of any cameras. That was great. Good fun. Comedy, seinen, slice of life. Also about dandelions.
It does look like it'll be quite fun, like a cute comedy kind of thing. Yeah,
it seems like I would like. It was a maybe. I probably will if I can find it somewhere.
I will.
It's horrible subs.
It's through. Yeah, you always go through fucking dubs and
no horrible subs.
Though, so.
I said.
Oh, okay.
Because
it's probably going to be featured on. To be fair, that will be featured on Crunchyroll, I think.
Well, because it's like there are a lot. Like they announced more today, but. There are a lot of shows that they're not, sadly. The next one we can probably just skip anyway, because Studio Gene, Jinjo Romantica 3, the 3rd season of Jinjo Romantica. Oh boy, Shonen Ai, you love that, don't you?
Definitely, 100%.
Go touch the butts. And here's one that myself and a lot of others are looking forward to, specifically
and me included.
Of course you are. Kangaku Gakue Prison School by JC Staff, who did do Railgun this time. Oh, accidentally knocked my microphone on me.
JC, I want to.
JC do a lot.
Go through. Yeah, I just want to go through a few shows that JC do so people know. Literally quickly, they done The Pet Girl of Sakuruso, which is one of me and Jordan's big favourites. They done Little Busters for Ku. They also done Golden Time with Coco. They've done a couple of my favourite ones as well, which is Witchcraft Works, Majimoji Ruromo, which was recent. They also done Shokugeki no Soma.
Again, JC Staff do a lot.
They do, and they've done a lot of good shows. They gone Shokugeki this season. Also, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon with Hestia? So, I'm just saying.
They do a lot.
They do a lot of good shows.
Put it bluntly, they do a lot. Anyway. Hachimitsu Private Academy. I'm sorry. Was revered and elite. Was a revered and elite. It was a revered and elite. All girls boarding school on the outskirts of Tokyo. Once upon a time. Just do it backwards, why don't you? But with a new school year comes a revision to school policy. Boys are to be admitted into the student body for the first time ever. Sounds a little like a couple of other shows. I believe Maid Sama was the same, but I think it was flipped. Yeah, it was flipped. It was girls going to an all-boys school. Sorry, I know you obviously don't care. Boys are admitted into... Okay, yeah, I was lost where I was. Yeah. Boys are... No, that was... I already did that. But on his first day at Hachimitsu, Kiyoshi Fujino discovers that he's one of only 5 boys enrolled at the school. Wow, rip you. Get older, ladies. Their numbers overwhelmed by the thousands of girls in the student body. Is it heaven or hell that awaits these 5 in brackets fortunates? Question mark, exclamation mark, period, full stop?
It's an ecchi, so I'm watching it. Simple.
I'm not watching it because ecchi. I'm watching it because, like...
Hold the phone, I need to blow my nose.
Just because also Khan's super excited, so I have to be because, you know. Is that the sound of you dying? In anticipation to read the next one. He didn't hear my joke. Oh well.
I know.
I said, are you dying in anticipation to read the next one?
I am literally dying. This one is done by Dear Media, one of my other favourite companies that produce some very, very good shows that I've really enjoyed. One of them is they done Kantai Collection, which Jordan also liked.
I haven't watched
they
Kantai
done
Collection.
Unlimited Fafnir.
I played Kantai Collection. Ooh,
Yeah,
they did Problem Children 10 out of 10.
They did, and they also done World Break as well, which is that one show where you remember.
Fun fact: World Break's getting a dub. Oh no, my bad. No, World Break already does. I thought you were on about World Trigger. That's getting a dub.
I think the one selling point for me for Dear Media, though, that was always the case, was Astarotte no Emocha.
Okay.
You know how much I love that show.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
they did
they've-
Nogizaka Haruka.
They done a lot of good ones as well. Do you know, I really like Dear Media stuff, and this is one of their shows I've been waiting for a while, and I think
Hang on.
we spoke about
They
this.
haven't done too much, to be fair.
No, but they've done a lot of good
They've been around
shows.
since
Like, what they've done is
2007.
good. So they've been quite a while, and I think they're starting to get into a lot
Some of
more
it.
things, but they tend to do, like, by the looks of it, they do one show, but they do it good. Unless it was that one show where they remember. That was kind of like half and half. I liked it, but it was too short. I think it should have been longer. World Break.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Problem Children. That's a show that was too short. I don't give a fuck what you say about World Break. That was fine. Fucking Problem Children. Nigga, please, need more of that. Holy shit.
Wow.
No,
racism there,
straight up.
Jordan.
No, I'm allowed to because my father's black.
Say sorry.
No, my father's black. I
Apologise.
don't need to apologize to anyone.
That doesn't make it right.
It
Anyway,
does.
moving on. This one's mine. Shut up.
This one
Kusun
is
Midoshi Kohosai. That's right, isn't it? Kohosai.
Kohosei.
Jordan.
No, Kyoka.
Kohosei. Yeah, Kohosei.
Kyokan.
No, Kyokan. See, I got the Kyokan bit right, even you fucked that up. This is
No, I
this is
didn't.
one
I
I've
said
been waiting for
Kyokan.
a little while now. The first episode releases in about 3 days, so Tuesday. Or actually, don't know. Technically, it'll be Wednesday, I think. Cause
No,
it's 9
probably
hours.
technically Tuesday because 9 hours ahead.
True. So Tuesday, the story is set in a world where humanity, driven off the land by the threat of magical armoured insects, now live in aerial floating cities, thus wizards, aerial combat mages who fight with the insects with magical powers, came into being. Kanata Aiji, is a young man who lives on the floating wizard academy city of Misatugo. Sorry, I was trying to burp and pronounce it at the same time, and I couldn't quite stop from doing both. Misutogen, he was once celebrated as the Black Master Swordsman, the elite ace of the S-128 special team.
Buraku Master
However-
Swordsman.
I know. However, he is now despised as the traitor of the special team. One day he is assigned as the instructor of E601, a team that has suffered 10 consecutive defeats. E601 has 3 girls, Msora Witale, Lekti Eisenak, and Rico Flamel, with 1 or 2 peculiar quirks. And they also look adorable as fuck. It's an action fantasy magic based in school.
It's
but I've
what
really
I
wanted to
would
watch this one.
classify as that show of the season.
Yeah, it's going to be the show because
Like the
I think
absolute
it was
duo of the season type of
is.
deal. So
100%, because they're the best.
the row
And
row below this one is all mine. Sorry.
Yeah, fine, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm getting this next one though because this is mine, 100%.
Oh yeah.
So another one by Lachey. This is Monster Musume no Ire Nichijo.
Quick question: Did you read the manga? Was it?
I've sort of seen the
Okay.
trailers for this, and I was well excited
Okay.
because it's.
I wasn't sure because the
it's-
mangas are released over here. So
I'm gonna have to look into that. Basically, you'll probably already know about this, but it's an ecchi harem. Sold, 100%. It's monsters. They're real, and they want to date us. 3 years ago, the world learned that harpies, centaurs, catgirls, yes, and all manners of fabulous creatures are not merely fiction, they are flesh and blood.
Did you say...
Not to
Oh,
mention
okay.
Scalp have a horn and fang.
Gonna be honest, I thought you said fabulous, and I was like, that is a great word that I've never heard before. But no, apparently you didn't, so I'm disappointed.
No, I didn't, but fabulous.
Fabulous is a
Thanks.
great new word. I'm coining that word right now. Fabulous.
Nope.
It's to be a thing.
Nope.
Please.
Dibbed. We're coining it for ourselves.
No, sure.
It's a due effort.
Fine.
So thanks to the cultural exchange between species act, these once mythical creatures have assimilated into our society, or at least they're trying. So when a hapless human teenager named Kimihito is inducted as a volunteer into the government exchange program, his world is turned upside down. I'm getting too excited. His world is turned upside down. A snake-like lamia named Mia comes to live with him, and it is Kurisu's job to take care of her and make sure she integrates into his everyday life. And fortunately for Kurisu, Mia is undeniably sexy, and the law against interspecies breeding is very strict. Even worse, when a ravishing centaur girl and a flirtatious harpy move in, what's a full-blooded teenage human with raging hormones to do? Monster love. Cat girls. Yes. Yosh.
Wow.
That's all I've got to say to that.
I didn't
First
know you were
episode's out
into,
2 days.
I don't know, monsters,
Maho Nekos.
monster girls,
Maho
I mean,
Nekos.
but
Magical cats. Maho Nekus. Yeah. Go for it. You're up for the next one. And it's the second season. I'm going to do this first one because it's pretty easy. Non Biori Repeat. Done by Silverlink. Again, second season of Non Biori.
yeah, I'm passive.
Yep. It's the whole Nyampasu basis, and I want to watch it. Sorry,
Join the Nyampasu Brotherhood on Hummingbird by searching for Nyampasu Brotherhood. I totally didn't make that.
Non-Biori Repeat.
Yeah, I
So
still
go.
need to watch that season.
Okay, you can take Madhouse as one next.
Wait, what? Oh, should I? Why?
Is it yours? I thought you wanted to take that.
No,
one.
I said The Road Below.
But I want the Shimanote.
No, I've called that show like forever ago, man.
What? No, you didn't.
I super
It
did.
just
though.
reminds me of
No,
fucking-
because remember? No, shut up. It's mine now.
Okay,
Oops.
fine. But I'm calling dibs on characters when I see it.
On what?
So the next one up is Overlord. Madhouse Studios is the producer for this one. The story takes place in the year 2138 when virtual reality gaming is booming. Yggdrasil, I think. How do you pronounce shit like that? I never figured that one out. The Tree of Life. No, the Tree of Life's Nordrasil, I think.
Oh.
It's Yggdrasil, isn't it?
Sure.
It's just the two silent G's. Yggdrasil, a popular online game, is quietly shut down one day. However, the protagonist, Momonaga. Sorry, that just sounded a lot more wrong than I thought it did. Momonga decides to not log out. Momonga is then transformed into the image of a skeleton as the most powerful wizard. The world continues to change with non-player characters beginning to feel emotion. Oh, hang on. I scroll down. My bad. Continues to change with no NPCs beginning to feel emotion, having no parents, friends, or place in society. This ordinary young man, Momonga, then strives to take over the new world the game has become. This actually looks genuinely interesting. So everybody's left. He's the only one that's in there, and he's basically turned into an evil skeleton, freaky overlord thing, and everybody else is starting to be all freaked out because they have no parents, they know who they are, and they've got emotion.
And then
So
he became Skirleton and wrote this.
Yes, this is his story. Fact. Next one is another one by Lachey. It's Ranpo Keaton, Game of LaPlace. It's an anime inspired by late author Edogawa Ranpo's works. Not heard of him, but the artwork does look quite nice. It's probably the closest thing I can say. I've never heard of the guy before. I feel like I probably should, but hey, I'll go and at least have a look, and I'll also check out this one as well. Considering it's a late author, I may as well. So up next.
Okay then.
I really wanted to just go in and straight steal that one. I'm adding the three that are below that though.
Yeah, Roka no Yusha. Yusha.
Passion.
But fuck you. I was practicing Passion for forever. No, monsieur.
I'm just gonna see how much shit you can fuck up in the next three.
Oh, trust me, I'll fuck all this shit. Not literally, of course. Shit's disgusting. In bum no babby, but in bum there is poop. So. No,
so in bum no babby, but in bum there is poop.
Poop cave is in butt. Fuck's sake. I like how no matter how much we insult James, we're always gonna fucking use that.
I know. I know.
When the margin awoke from the depths of darkness, the deity of fate chose 6 heroes and bequeathed. Bequeathed? Is that actually how it's pronounced?
Yeah, bequeathed.
Wow, bequeathed.
Or bequeathed.
Yes, and bequeathed them with the power to save the world. Adoretto, a boy who proclaims himself the strongest on Earth, was selected among the Roka no literally the title of the show, Heroes of the 6 Flowers. That's and he goes to the rendezvous point. But 7 have gathered there, and there are only 6 flowers. Oh no, someone's gonna go home without the bouquet. Oh, that's so lame.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. The heroes suspect that someone among the 7 is the enemy, and the initial suspicion falls on probably the one with the red hair. I'm guessing that's him or her.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Action, adventure, fantasy. I just kind of like the character design. I like how the one in the back of this image kind of looks a bit like a penguin.
And you like the other one for rabbit ears, so...
Honestly, I'm not like the biggest fan of rabbit ears. They're pretty far back in terms of the types of ears.
Cat ears are definitely first.
Well, obviously.
Neko.
Yep. Senki Zesho Symphogia GX! Not to be confused with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Or anything else that has GX.
Or Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. This fun fact about me and my history with I just fucking accidentally pressed my Desu macro, which launched me to the bottom of the page. Fun fact about my history with Symphogear. I always actually sort of put it on hold, episode 8, until the last few episodes, and then love it. And I'm like, I don't know why I put this on hold every time. Times to see if the same happens, I guess. It's by Satellite, who also do good things. After the Frontier incident, everyone knows who knew the instantly. No, everyone who knew the circumstances believed the noise, which are the enemy people, not actual sound, because sound is good, kinda, were gone, and the pain they caused was at an end. But a new conflict approached, unseen. In the Yokohama harbor, Usanbashi Pier, the new pattern is detected that is similar to the noise. A combat group wielding mysterious technology stands in the way of Hibiki and the others. When she hears of this enemy of unprecedented, like un-Obama'd strength, Tsubasa hurries back home from England. I didn't know that she was from England. I'm from England.
Learn something new every day, yo.
But the Symphogear users see no opening to counterattack and are forced into a difficult fight. In this situation of extreme disparity, the battle for the song that will end the world begins. Sorry, what did you say? Yep, action, music, sci-fi. Really fucking love Symphogear. In terms of music animus, it's my favourite because it's an action music animu. So, yeah. And then the next title, fun fact, been on my plan to watch for like 1 to 2 months. Like, holy shit, I've been so hyped for this, just because...
This is another one
the
by
English
JC
title.
Staff.
Huh?
This is another one for the from JC Staff as well, so obviously...
I'm gonna just do the English title, because the English title is what sells the show, other than the fact that she wears panties on her head, which is a boring world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist. AKA 10 out of 10 instant anime of the season the second I saw it 2 months ago.
So this is like the punchline of the season.
Yes, and you do not know how fucking I just found this while browsing Hummingbird. I was like, oh yes, this is gonna be my jam. Hang on, are they the same? I think they're the same. Yeah, no, they're the same anyway. The novel's story is set 16 years after the law for public order, and morals in healthy child raising banned coarse language in the country. Tanakichi Okuma enrolls in the country's leading elite public moral school and is soon invited to the Anti-Societal Organization, or SOX, by its founder, Ayami Kajau. Sure, good enough. As a member blackmailed into joining by Ayame, Tanukichi ends
An
up...
army.
Huh?
An army.
Ayame.
Yeah, mate.
Ayame! Tanukichi, innit? Ends up taking part in the obscene acts of terrorism against the talented student president, Anna, for whom Tanukichi has a crush.
Now, what you need to say is, it's really freezing cold here. You don't want to get frostbite.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just wearing panties on your head, you really shouldn't do that. You need a good old woolly hat, you know.
A willy hat.
Yeah, a woolly hat, specifically. Of that shape. Of that girth. Comedy action school, 10 out of 10, just, like, really, I already dibsed it, 2 months ago. But I know Dave's going to just, also enjoy it. Instant 10 out of 10, second to start. Anyway,
Good.
You can take the Gonzo one.
Control again. Yes, Gonzo. I think Gonzo do quite a lot of stuff that
Gonzo have done
I've enjoyed.
a few things.
A few, yeah. So you've got Sorega Seiyu, done by Gonzo. The original 4-panel manga centers on Futaba Ichinose, Ichigo Mosaki, and Rinkana. 3 rookie voice actresses. This is actually going to be quite good.
Oh, okay, they did Rosario Vampire.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Yeah. The manga features small but humorous observations of the voice actor industry. Hajime I forgot how to fucking pronounce that word now.
Which one?
And I've been Hajime something close to that. Yeah, Hajime Close. Yeah, that's it. Hajime launched the manga at the Winter Comiket event in 2011, and the duo have released new issues at the Comiket event since then. I don't know what relevance that has, but never mind. It looks like it's going to be quite like a moe comedy. So that's what I'm going to say.
It looks moe in the
voice factory.
It looks like moe show, and the genre is comedy. So, just like Dave said.
Yep.
Idolmaster Cinderella Girls second season of Idolmaster Cinderella Girls. To Love Root Darkness second on my
season.
list. On my list, I might post the image in the description, and I might send you the image now.
To Love Ru is the best.
No, it's just like my list because of the way that it's marked and stuff. It's like circles. At that one show with the panties is just like anime of the season and a head with panties on, and then To Love Ru Darkness is just, if you can see, Dave, the one that just sort of a scribbled circle that's just really fat.
Yep.
That's To Love Ru Darkness second. So,
yeah. Is
yeah.
that you being like proper happy?
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
So after that, we
second season of To Love Ru Darkness. So hype.
Yes.
Get hype.
Go watch it, and hopefully more figures. Hopefully, there's one out at the moment actually that's being released fairly soon, which is the Yui figure for To Love Ru. So we might see some more. Fingers crossed. Who knows?
Have you watched To Love Ru? Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I started watching it the other month.
Finally. Jesus.
I know.
And then here I am, it being one of the first ecchi shows I watched.
So you got, next one is Yushio Tutora. It's done by Mappa. It's a new anime adaptation of the manga Yushio Tutora. That's about it. It's a shonen supernatural. It looks fairly cool.
I'm not a fan of how it looks.
Next one up is Venus Project Climax.
Okay, fun fact on my list of shows that I'm going to watch. I wasn't going to watch this, but I replaced the V with a P.
So you've done Penis Project.
Climax.
That was so well obvious.
You're welcome.
So the Venus Project tells the story of idols living in Japan in the near future. In this world, data devices and video technology have been progressing to new heights, and people are abuzz about a new form of entertainment, Formula Venus.
More like Formula Penis, am I right? Lol.
YOLO. In Formula Venus, or FV, see it'd be PV, The Venus.
That would be epic, mate.
The chosen top idols battle in live performances with their willpower, skills, and all their experience gained.
Yep. Working season 3. I'm gonna watch it
like
because
another
I've
Love
been
Live,
watching. I've watched the first 2 seasons, so I might as well. Basically, Spring
I haven't seen the
Leftovers.
first 2.
We're just ignoring because
Yeah, we'll leave Spring Leftovers.
TV shorts. I'm gonna
apart
get
from
this
2.
one because I have to watch this one based on what it's source material. So
Bikini Warriors.
okay, Bikini Warriors by Feel.
We actually discussed this the other day the other week because we watched the video.
Yep.
It was you that showed it to me.
Yeah, because it's an anime based on figures. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Just based on figures. That's all it is. Set in an
Just literally
RPG style
says.
world where swords and magic with swords and magic, where adventurers form a party to challenge a demon king's right to rule. Adventurers all have beautiful breasts, enormous breasts, and bikini armor. Beautiful breasts, enormous breasts.
Yes,
I'm sorry, just
enormous
the repetition there actually really sold that. Honestly, in terms of the characters, I don't like any of them. Straight up. I would not buy figures of any of these characters, even though they are based on figures. It's the fact that it's based on figures and that alone that I'm going to watch it. Otherwise, I really just couldn't care less about this show. As an arse man, I'm not a breastman, whatever you would say.
Breastman.
I'm more of an arse man. Like, anything above C cup is too much. Straight up.
No, that makes sense.
I mean, it's like they're too big. It's like, I'm not gonna be all like, man, that's like disgusting fucking objectification of women or anything. It's just too big. Gotta be tasteful, man. Action, ecchi fantasy. I'm gonna watch it. I'm glad it's a TV short, to be honest, because it means I'm not devoting so much time to something I'm watching just because it's based off figures, which is interesting. There is a show a fair bit down that I have to talk about because I've seen the first episode. And fuck, it's so good, so good. Anyway, I'm gonna take this one, unless you want it.
What, the TV short?
No, the one after this one, obviously. Duh.
Oh, what, the films?
No. This look, TV short is a segment, and then we're talking about the shows. Remember? Fuck it, Danshi guy. Only because the fucking studio is Creators Impact Tokyo. What the fuck studio name is that? The original manga follows the everyday lives of 5 siblings, 4 sisters, 1 brother. This was on my maybe, because it was 5 siblings, 4 sisters, 1 brother. And it was a comedy, and that just reminds me of other things, which would be fun. Plus it's short, now that I know that, so that's even more reason. Who share a multi-unit apartment. So, comedy, school, slice of life. It's a short, give it a go. The next one, we're not even going to bother reading, that's way too long for what it looks like.
the one after it.
Kaiju Sakaba Kanpai. Kanpai! And then... Wait, really?
You got Kurayumi Santa, which is a
Kuriyami.
set in the 1960s. It's quite...
I thought we were going to ignore it, but okay.
Yeah.
I guess the next... No, let's read this one. I want... That obviously sort of be shonen. Just look at him. Beautiful but shonen boys in Makura no Danshi. The anime promises a new and novel sleeping side-by-side experience. This is the fucking female version. This is Sleeping with Hinako for girls. Oh god, not even gonna fucking finish reading this. Nope, done. Sleeping with Hinako for girls. Boom, done.
Yeah. I finished, got halfway through, and I'm like, I'm not continuing. Jordan, please don't.
Honestly, that's just fucking it. That is all. The second it says sleeping side by side, I was like, Sleeping with Hinako, aka the best 40 minutes of your life you'll ever spend watching an anime girl sleep.
Wow.
But she gets up because apparently she doesn't want to sleep, so it's really bad for making you sleep. Anyway, you can take $1 Million because it's idols and you love idols.
$1 Million. It's done by a Psy production, which I believe I've watched a few of their things. The original manga revolves around Tsuko, an idol loving hikikomori, who has one ability to make any idol popular through the power of blogging. She puts her sights on Fukuoka idol Itori and tries to make her sell more, but she is impeded by the charismatic idol Ryu-san and the underground idol Mariko. So basically it's an idol show. and it's a TV short as well. The next one up is the second season of Miss Monochrome,
aka Robot Yui Horii the animation.
Pretty much. And then you've got Okasama Gus.
Nope, shut up. This is mine. This is the one I was taking. This one's fucking amazing. So good. Okasama Gus fucking. I was going too fast. Okasama Ga Setokaicho, also known as Student Council President. So it's true. By 7 what? I don't know. But holy shit, this is amazing. The story begins with Izumi Hayato running to be student body president. But when a beautiful girl swings in, promising the liberalization of love while flinging condoms into the audience, he ends up losing to her and becoming the vice president. At the student council meeting, the newly elected president invites herself over to Izumi's house, where she promptly announces she is to become Izumi's wife, thanks to an agreement facilitated by alcohol made between their parents when they were only 3. Yes, this show is like, okay, at the very least, my best anime of the season in terms of TV shorts. This is so good. Fun fact, this is like, this is borderline H. Like, holy fuck.
Really?
Straight up, at the end of the first episode. Okay, basically what happens, she's in his house, so like, okay, so we're gonna be like newlyweds and stuff. So that's like the thing. He's all like, no, we can't be, no, this is dumb, what the fuck. What was it again? Long story short, it was a case of, she kissed his ring finger, as in like, oh, blah blah blah, ring fingers like a big deal and all that nonsense. Like, I can't give you a ring yet, so hopefully this kiss will do. And it's like, and then he was basically trying to play like, drive her off sort of thing by pushing her too far. So what he then does is say, well, basically in return, I'll kiss your left breast. And he does.
Wow.
No, straight up, he full on just goes for that nipple and sucks it, and you see the whole thing. Like, it is borderline H, and it's just 10 out of 10.
That's not borderline H, that is
no,
H.
there's no fucking, it's not H. It's not, there's a censored version as well. Like, it goes censored then uncensored, so. But yeah, it's genuinely, I've seen some things from the manga because Ben sent me them, because he's read it. And like, holy fuck, it's gonna be great. 10 out of 10.
You need to watch Sister New Devil Uncensored. That is H. 100% H. Like, fucking unbelievably H. I actually thought they were having me on when I thought that the censored stuff was just
which episode?
I thought it was just like, what do you call it? Not misdirection, when you make people assume that's what's happening, but it's not actually what's happening. I can't remember what the word is, but I thought it was just cover up because of like the area it was in and like stuff he had to do, like that was close to those areas. But no, he was actually doing stuff. I'm so naive. It was messed up. It was funny though.
Which episode? I need to know.
All of them? They're all uncensored.
No, as in like, which episode had that specifically? Because I don't want to rewatch the whole thing and have to read.
I'm trying to think. It was probably going to be like episode 8 or 9.
Really? So the Blu-ray's out already? Well, I mean, when did you? Because like, uncensored is in like, because usually
Sister New Devil.
Yeah, but that's usually saved for like Blu-ray releases, right?
Nope, it's on Crunchyroll.
Huh. Was that recently done?
Yeah,
because
sure. I think it was either Crunchyroll or it was another site that I use.
No idea.
But yeah, it's out. It's out. Trust me.
Okay.
Been there, got the t-shirt, etc, etc. I'm going to do the next 4 quick because I need to wrap up soon because I have to go to sleep. So on the next 5, so Q Transformers, Miss Transformers, nobody cares. It's not really an anime.
Well,
Suzukinshi, the animation, done by Feel again. Voice actresses, seems to have a voice actress name. Aya Suzuki and Asuka Nishi announced at an event in Tokyo on Sunday that their Suzuki Nishi radio program will get a television anime adaptation starting in July, which will probably be this. And then you've got TQ Season 5, which I'm surprised is getting another season. And then you've got Wakaba Girl, which is a manga story that centers around the activities of Wakaba Kohoshi and a slightly out-of-tune super daughter of a well-to-do family, etc, etc, etc. It's a TV short. it's a comedy slice of life. So same, and then you've got a seinen cat slice of life. The next one, Wakako Zaki, offers DCI's the ones that did it, and it's done by Murasaki Wakako.
Someone I know is really excited for this one.
See, I don't know about this. Who is 26 years old?
Same age as you, right?
Alone.
Well, a year younger now, technically.
Year younger, yeah. Loves going out alone to enjoy eating and drinking, especially when something unpleasant happens at work. This manga follows Wakako through many solitary outgoings where she enjoys different combinations of food and drink. So I suppose for a cooking show, it might actually be worth it. And then the last not the least is
Uza
no Sono Higurashi Mugenhen. It's done by Senzaigen, and it's the 3rd season. Out of the movies, there is only one that I want to mention, and that is Date A Live movie and Mayuri Judgment.
But Dave, Boruto.
Yeah, I know.
That was the dumbest fucking title. That sounds like so much of a joke. It's like fucking Boruto. Is. Guys, I'm naming my son Boruto.
It does make you.
I heard people saying that, and I thought it was just a joke. I didn't. What? It's like, hey guys.
It's like having like Darth Vader and then Darth Gator.
No, it's fucking Boruto.
But yeah, that's it for me, I think.
There's also an OVA for Yamada-kun. Wait, what? Yankee-kun no Yamada-kun. Okay.
It's Yankee-kun no Yamada-kun to Megami-chan to Maya, which is a weird OVA thing.
I know. Well, I know it's an OVA. I was just like, what? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. But that is it for the shows for next season. That's also technically this season because some have already started.
It's true. I watched Charlotte and Best Short this season, so. I really recommend you go and watch Okasama though. Just straight up.
As soon as we
has to be uncensored. Doesn't matter where you are. Has to be uncensored. No
I'll watch
options.
it at work on the television.
Good. Whenever you get back to work.
So are we going to cover the anime online deal before we go?
It's Pumpkin Scissor. It was up. It was fun fact that was up before when I first started looking. So it's actually nothing new. They repeated. So hey ho.
Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Never mind.
Yeah. So we'll just leave that the same, I guess.
This episode kind of pretty much is just season update anyway. So
yeah. Oh well. Anyway. Hopefully by next week, Kakai's finally done, so I can watch the final episode.
Fingers crossed.
Huh?
I said fingers crossed.
Fucking, I really want it to be. I want to talk about it before we wrap up. But that, or I'm gonna have like it's fucking.
Well,
separate.
We did say we'd do little shorts.
Well, I know, but it's like you haven't seen Kakai, so. I mean, you should.
No, but we can do one together, and you can just tell me about it, and then I can go and.
Just like that. It's like I just did.
Yeah. Literally, I'm done.
Wow. Anyway,
right, I think that's it from us.
Yep. Somehow managed to finish in decent time.
And just remember, guys, episode 24 of season 1, the final episode for this season, is next weekend. It'll be released on the Monday following. We will be covering stuff such as a review of the previous season. It'll be a fairly long one, actually, I think, because we've got lots to cover. It'll be a review of the previous season's anime. It'll be
Kakai's last episode, basically.
Fingers crossed for Jordan, yeah. It'll be a update on basically what the plans are for season 2, bit of a sneak peek, and also
it'll basically be 3 to 4 hours long.
I think it's just going to be it's going to be like 10 hours long.
Fucking 10.
So expect lots. This episode won't be on the RSS feed until possibly the weekend coming because of internet issues.
Oh, I thought you were just going to say you were dead.
Yeah.
You're not actually here.
No, not quite that. No.
Oh, okay. Roka is apparently up somewhere, so I'm going to get on that along with Gatchaman crowds.
Happy days. So that is it from us. I am Dave, the owner of weebculture.co.uk. As always, you can find our podcast loaded up on there, and also the RSS feed, which does work on iTunes. The podcast app for Apple and any other podcast apps that you can find on Android and Windows phones.
Yep.
Or YouTube.
I'm Jordan. I own senpai.co.uk. And
you are Senpai.co.
I am. I am.
So every time you click on his website, you're actually clicking Jordan.
I'm really hoping that my audio quality is really bad, so as no one can just like sort of take that out and make a sound macro out of it. Just kidding. You can do that if you want. Please get my consent before you use it in anything, though.
Mm-hmm.
I at least deserve that much. Anyway, thanks for listening. We hope that you didn't die like Dave. We hope that you're not dying like Dave. We hope that you're not going to die in 3 weeks like Dave. Right after I said that it would be hilarious if you died in a car accident after something or another that you said. I can't remember what you said, but it was like before you die in a car accident. And then not long after that you said, I'm in the hospital. I'm like,
Yeah, that was like literally on my way home.
I know, I was like, well then. Like, I don't feel bad at all. I feel great.
Anyway, that's from us here at Senpai PP. Please enjoy the next episode, which will be, like I said, out next week.
Yeah.
See you again.
Bye, losers. Lol.